So yes, we are live. Good. So we are live everywhere. How are you this morning? I hope you're well. I said I was going to do a little impromptu live this morning into my group, Creative Genius Corner, and also on my other platforms. So good morning to you all. For those of you that don't know me and are maybe watching this for the first time, where have you been? I'm Mandy Nicholson and I'm the Creative Genius Consultant, and I'm an artist and an author and a creative retreat owner here in Scotland. And I help creative women to launch, grow and scale their businesses and make more money. And that's probably one of the very final times I'm going to do that introduction, the introduction that's become so synonymous with me and my business and how I teach my clients. So I thought I'd just drop on this morning. I have been posting lots on social media about retiring my business and about selling my mini castle. So a lot of you have joined me for the journey where, you know, in 2009, I lost everything and blah, 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 all that big journey. I've even written a book about it, The Life I Won. And then I met my wonderful husband, Gary, and we had 7 amazing years together. And then I lost him in 2020. And a lot of you were with me and watched me actually really go for it in a big way and manifest the life I dreamed of. Give myself purpose in my grief and build something amazing here in Scotland with my mini castle, the Art Bank, doing creative retreats. And I've had hundreds of women here for retreats over the last 5 years. There have been hundreds through my Creative Mastermind. So it's been an amazing 5 years of having this business where I focused on the very perfect clients that I wanted to work with and I wanted to help. And I've sent lots of women out into the world with businesses that were working for them, that they were able to work with and grow and had the knowledge and the skills to be able to continue to work in them. So that's been my purpose for the last 5 years. However, everything changes all the time. And I think one of the things that we've got to be very aware of as human beings is that change is inevitable. Change is going to happen. And we've got to be in tune and aligned with what we truly want in this world, because when you're aligned with that, you're going to manifest it. You're going to manifest it anyway. And this year, earlier on this year in January, my daughter asked me if I'd move back to Newcastle. She missed me. I've been here for 5 years now. She was really missing me. She'd just done landed a first class honours degree and won the new graduate award, but she felt lost in life. She was also diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, as well as autism and ADHD, and she was feeling a little bit lost and she needed her mum. And sometimes, you know, I'm 61 this year. I'm getting ready for retirement. And the work that I've done over the last 5 years has given me and created for me the opportunity for me to be able to step into that slower pace of life, if you like, that retirement plan. So that's what I'm doing. Most of you know that if you've seen my posts through social media, but it is a big thing because this week I've been on to my web guy and said, right, we're going to need to close the site. You know, I'm closing the doors on the mastermind on the 31st of May, and it's the 29th today. There are literally 2 days left. If you want to work with me, if you've been umming and ahhing and watching me, there's 12 months left of the Creative Mastermind. Anybody that joins me up to the 31st of May, and you can book calls into next week, up to the 31st of May, you can still book calls with me into next week or the week after. As long as you booked your call, then you can secure your space. So if you've wanted to work with me, if you've watched me and you've gone, how's she done all of that? How has she done all of that? How has she manifested all of that? How has she created a business that's given her everything that she wanted? That's what I teach in the Creative Mastermind. And I'm offering those last, I think there's 4 spots left, 4 places left where I can service those places in the mastermind with a retreat. And the retreats have to be taken by September. So if you decide you want one of those places, you would join me in June and you'd be with me till the end of next June. and you would come on a retreat before September this year. And I will offer you the payment plan that I launched in January, which was a 57-month payment plan, which makes it £100 a month for 57 months, extending the payment plan so that you can afford to change your life. And at any point when your business is grown and you are making money, you can pay that off. So, at the end of the day, it's very flexible, very bespoke plan. And I'm really excited to work with my last cohort of women. This has brought me not only great joy over the last 5 years and allowed me to live my dreams, so, serving people and helping the very women I wanted to work with. It's made a difference to the world because there are businesses out there making money now, creative businesses that were not before. So if you're thinking about it and you want to jump on a call with me, book your call. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to try and convince you to do anything. There's no convincing here. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't. That's entirely up to you. But there are a few slots left. What I will say is that I'm not retiring. Obviously, I'm going to be working in the mastermind for the next 12 months, giving my 100% commitment to the women that join now. I will be moving to Newcastle. The art bank itself, my mini castle, has facilitated me being able to buy a house for me and one for my son and help my daughter to buy hers. So it's liquidating one asset into more assets, and it also gives me enough cash to invest in a new business. Now, what I intend to be doing is really focusing on my art, my creativity, and deciding the direction that I want to go with that, whilst helping my son and my daughter to create a product business that's sustainable for them after I've popped my clogs or disappeared traveling around the world. So I'm not retiring, am I? I'm never going to retire. I'm a creative. I'm going to be painting till I can't hold a brush anymore. I'm going to be writing until I can't type or dictate anymore. It's just the way we are wired and the way we are built. And I think I'll always be able to monetize that. In fact, I know I'll always be able to monetize that because that's just what I do. And that's what I love teaching other people to do. That mindset of, I'm just going to do this now. And thanks, that's worked for me. That's great. It's taken me a few years, but I've been able to build a business around what Mandy taught me. So I wanted to pop on today and say, look, things are going to be changing in my group, Creative Genius Corner. Format will change. I'm really just going to take you on the journey with me of selling the art bank and moving back to Newcastle, and whatever I create over there, you'll be on that journey with me in Creative Genius Corner, as you will on some of my other social media pages, but they will all change because I will no longer be the creative genius consultant that works with people on the Creative Mastermind because the doors close in 2 days. It will be no more. You will still be able to buy evergreen programs from Teachable from me. If you want to use those resources, they will still be available. My website will close. All of my art at the minute is half price or 3/4 price, depending on the piece, to try and clear it out. So I don't have to take it all with me because I've got a whole load of new stuff that I want to work on. And my books are available on Amazon, so I don't need a website for all of that. So the website will be closing. Some of my social channels might be closing. My business page may close or change, not decided yet. So there's loads of change afoot, and it's actually okay to do this. I want to showcase this for you guys because it was okay to take you on the journey with me when I was building it all. And I want to take you on the journey of change and changing it all, because I want you to see that at any time in your life, you can change and manifest what it is you want. When you're building something and building it out and creating multiple income streams like I have, and business assets. And I want you to think here about business assets and what I've built over the last 5 years, because this is really important. Now, I'm a keynote speaker for Danny Louise Smith at her event this year, and I'm going to be talking about the importance of business assets and business strategy. Those are the things, because it's irrelevant what you're doing or where you're at in your journey. you have got to consider your business assets. And mine are obviously property, but not just the property. The limited company that sits within this property that is already set up on all of the booking sites, on booking.com, Expedia, on all of the booking sites, and has its own website, and also has accounts and turnover for the last 3 years, is worth money as well as the building. So they're business assets. I have an email list with thousands of people on it. You might be on it. And that's a business asset, because I can transfer those people. You'll be coming with me if you're on that email list. I can transfer that business asset to whatever new business or new projects that I begin to work on. It's tangible. It's got people that I can email and sell to on it. So whenever you're building a business, you've got to consider business assets. Do you know what other business assets that I have? I've got books that are housed on Amazon that earn me royalties. Those are business assets. They are passive income streams. They will always be there. So when you're building your business, it's not just, the coaching business, the Creative Mastermind, is about me. I could not hand that over to my children. It's not something that was ever going to be a business asset as such. I've created business assets within it, such as evergreen courses that I can continue to sell, because I don't need to be part of that. They can be passive income streams. So when you are thinking business, and this is one of the things I will always discuss and always coach my clients on, is tangible business assets. What do you have within your business? And if you are going to Danny's event later on in the year, you will get a deep dive and a masterclass on how to think about that and how to build it into your strategy. So this next part of my journey is also a business strategy. It's also about how do I convert these assets into new assets, and how do I build new assets for my kids that I can leave behind. So that's a different journey that you've seen me have over the last few years. So you're coming along with me, like it or not. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to read any of my posts, but they are there if this is right for you right now, if this speaks to you, and if this speaks to you of the future, if you're building something right now. I want to showcase my journey so that you know it's possible. So that's all I wanted to come in and talk to you about today, guys. I hope you are all well. And yes, I did have an awful accident. If you'd seen me, it was one of them things that should be in a comedy movie or a cartoon. There was a great big curb like this. It was chucking down with rain. I had my brolly up and I tripped up the curb and went like 100 miles an hour, head-butted a metal railings, big old Victorian, like square shaped, the diamond shaped railings, and dented my head, and it jolted right down my spine, my neck and my shoulders. I thought I'd done some serious damage because I've had neck surgery before. I've had 2 discs replaced in my neck, and I thought, oh God, have I done some damage here? But it's just muscular, thank goodness. And they've given me some more drugs, and it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks till I feel normal again. So I've had quite a bit of pain, which is why I've taken a couple of days off this week. Why my group has been quiet. I haven't been putting posts in because I wasn't going to sit in front of a laptop for hours on end scheduling posts when I don't really need to, because this is all you need to hear this week. And you need to know that things are going to change through my socials in the coming weeks, because I won't be sharing at the rate that I currently share, because I don't need to, because the business is retiring. So remember the deadlines. 2 days, 31st of May, the Creative Mastermind closes its doors. You can still book your call. The link is in the descriptor. Yeah, if you want to book a call with me, get one booked in. Don't miss out on this opportunity. It isn't happening again. And if you phone me next week and say, is there any places? I'll be saying no, because I'm not extending it past the 31st unless you've already booked your call. So have an awesome weekend and week. I may or may not be here next Tuesday live at my normal slot, because things are going to change with my group and things are going to change on my socials. I'll let you know as I decide what that looks like. So have a fantastic week. Have a very profitable and productive week. and I will see you on the other side. Bye for today.